My name is Gavin Evans, and this is my review of Stay Alive, the director's cut. And when this movie came out, it got destroyed by critics. I think it has a 10% on Rotten Tomatoes, which is like very low. But in recent years, people have started to defend it, calling it a really entertaining movie, saying it's so bad it's good, and that got my attention. So I started it, wanting to love this movie, wanting to enjoy just a schlocky, dumb movie. And unfortunately, this movie is every bit as bad as the critics say. I hated it. I think this movie is terrible. And the thing is, I really like the premise. These characters play a video game, and if they die in the game, they die in real life. You could do plenty with that. You could have a Jumanji type of story here, where the only way to be safe is to complete the game. Or have all the characters play the game for one night, trying to complete it. Like, there's so much you could do here, but this movie, for some reason, tries to take inspiration from The Ring, and it focuses more on the investigative side of this story, where the characters are trying to find out how does this game kill them, who is the ghost, what's going on, and all of this stuff is boring as shit. And you can just feel the movie throw all the potential out the door. It is so unbelievably frustrating. The only time where I feel like the movie came alive is one scene in the last act where a character is playing the game, same time a character is walking through a house that's in the game, and how the gamer helps him out. That was really cool. But that's like just a couple minutes of this 1 hour and 40-minute long movie. And then we eventually get to the backstory of the ghost, and I hear some of it's actually based on true legends and whatnot, but anyways, the way it comes across in the movie is just very generic. It just feels so unneeded. Like, I didn't need to know all this. That's not the hook of the movie. And there's also this subplot where these cops are investigating the main character, and then they just vanish for the sake of it. So the movie script is just a mess all around. And this movie's directed by William Brent Bell, who's directed some terrible movies, but he's also directed some pretty decent ones as well, such as Orphan Forced Kill. And I do like the look of the video game in the movie. It reminded me of Resident Evil in the best possible way, and that's actually when the movie is most atmospheric. But whenever you leave the game, just any bit of atmosphere or tension or just scale factors are just gone. The movie just becomes pathetic in its attempt to scale the audience, and the kills are even terrible. Like, there was one scene where a cop dies, and it's just really like, that's it? Like, how did this happen? Why didn't you spend more time with it? It's just not good. There was a scene involving horses with a really bad CGI person. There's some really terrible sound mixing in this movie, but there's also some really cool sound mixing, or sound design I guess, where there's a loud noise that gets quieter and quieter, so a bit uneven regarding the sound. And then the look of the movie is also very inconsistent. It's not a well shot movie. I don't mind some of the production design, but it's not overly ambitious. When we get to the cast, I think it's mostly not good. The main character, John Foster, who, I might be wrong, I think is Ben Foster's brother. and he's not given the best material, but he's also not very good. Samurai Armstrong is not very good either, and she plays like this photographer at a funeral. Is that a thing? Then you've got Malcolm and Agent Cody Banks himself, Frankie Muniz, who I didn't think was very good. Then we've got Jimmy Simpson, who I do think is the best performance in this movie. I'm not saying he's great or anything, but he had some personality, and some of his lines are pretty funny. Milo Ventimiglia, I definitely mispronounced his name. The dude from This Is Us. He's good in the short time he's in this movie. Sophia Bush, I thought, did a fine job. Adam Goldberg, I thought, was really bad. And between the characters, there's like a love triangle, but they never actually lean into that at all, so it just feels kind of like a weird addition. What else can I say about this movie? Look, okay, I watched this movie by myself. I do think that maybe if I watched it with a group of people, we could have had a few laughs and just make fun of the movie. There was one line. Somebody ran my brother down in a horse-drawn carriage, and I'm gonna find whoever did it and hurt them. Like, that's just the best line in the entire movie. Like, that's hilarious. And there is some schlock you can enjoy, but yeah, this was still really bad. The script is just wasted potential. The characters are just as generic as they come. The movie's never atmospheric or scary. The movie has a few redeeming qualities, but honestly, it's just a frustrating mess. So I'll give Stay Alive a 3 out of 10. Okay, have you seen Stay Alive? What did you think? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more videos soon. And Gavin out.